Hi, Joy Haven here at the 6th Annual New Media Film Festival. We're here with Juan Carbrera. Hi. So what brings you to the New Media Film Festival?
I've been coming to the New Media Film Festival for a couple of years. I helped with the 3D panel, organizing all the questions and stuff, and this year I come as a judge for the 3D movies.
Oh, nice, nice. So how do you feel coming in as a judge this year?
It's great. I mean, I was also judging last year, but this year is especially interesting because we have many projects that are so different. I mean, last year it was great, but it's great how every year we get more and more projects that are really cutting edge and that are different from what things that we have seen before. That's really encouraging. The thing about 3D movies is that after the boom of 3D, where everybody wanted to do 3D, now it has become more of a... It's like only people who really want to do them, and it's creating. I love the 3D category. I mean, I've done a lot of 3D. I work with 3D a lot, and anything that has 3D or visual effects on it, I'm on it.
What would be like something that you can tell a few aspiring filmmakers?
It's hard as hell. You will fail. Carry on pushing because eventually you'll get there. I mean, it's once you see the movie done, it looks like everything was so easy. And I can tell you, I mean, I've been working in super little projects and huge projects like Star Trek, and now I'm working on Star Wars.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't matter how big or small the project is, there are always challenges. So don't let the challenges stop you, just keep working at it.
It stars my younger brother who has autism and cerebral palsy and epilepsy and some other conditions, and it's about him going on his first date.
Oh, wow.
It's narrative format.
So what inspired you to do this film about your brother?
Well, I got an email about this thing called the Disability Film Challenge, and I had never heard of it before, and I had never tried making my own short, and I figured this is something I know a lot about, so I might as well try. I had a really amazing crew, and I had never been at the helm before, and I did not want to let them down, and I'm really glad that I didn't.
That's awesome. What were your favorite parts about doing this project?
About shooting? The adrenaline rush. I mean, it was for a 48-hour challenge originally, so we had 48 hours to write and shoot and edit, and I was like being high on, filmmaking for an entire weekend, and it was a lot of fun.
The film is called Counter Histories, and the film is a docudrama, sort of a historical docudrama to be more specific, set in 1961. It's about a group of young people in their late teens, early 20s who decide that they become sort of mad as heck and they're not going to take it anymore in the town that they live in where there is segregation. And they decide that they want to be part of the New World Order. They were inspired by the inauguration of John F. Kennedy, literally just a couple of weeks before as well, and decide that they want to be about something that's bigger than themselves. But what happened was that it became a huge news story and helped to inspire people all across the Southeast to start to do sit-ins, which led to the Freedom Bus rides of the early 1960s as well. Okay. And then, the March on Washington, D.C. and all the other things that we're also very familiar with the Civil Rights era. So they were sort of pioneers. They have had this felony on their records for the past 54 years, and as of January of 2015, they were exonerated of that particular felony. But they lived for 54 years with a felony on their record, so they couldn't vote, they couldn't leave the country, and it was difficult to get jobs, things like that. One of the interesting things when the judge sort of rescinded this felony, he said that we are the ones that are wrong and you were the individuals that were right, and we completely,
Wow.
Very powerful stuff. So the film is really about getting people to understand that particular dynamic that existed then and how that relates to the world that we live in today.
Wow, that seems like an amazing, powerful film. It's just wow. But what made you, did you write this, or what was your part in this film?
What I did was I shared in the writing duties with it. I wrote a lot of the sort of recreations of what happened during that particular time period. I casted actors to represent these individuals as young people. And then I had a terrific producer who is a historian. I mean, she actually literally has a master's degree in Southern history. And she helped to develop the questions to ask the specific participants in that particular time. These guys are in their 70s now.
Yeah, wow.
So we did these sit-down interviews with them, and then we sort of magically drift off to this land in the past when everything was very different. And then we sort of play out a lot of these scenarios that they describe in the present day in their sit-down interviews as well. So it was challenging, it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
It broke a lot of rules as far as film is concerned. You don't spend a lot of time trying to combine reality and scripted and documentary all at the same time, and then trying to make it look cool as well, and not making it look stagey or contrite or cheesy as well. But it came off pretty cool. I'm completely excited about it. I love it for the individuals that participated in it. And I salute the guys that had a lot of courage, 54 years ago, that I hope that if I'm challenged that way in life, that I have that kind of courage to be able to stand up for something bigger than me.